It is getting hotter out there again. Hello, my little randonauts. So today we are going for a little drive, and I need to talk to you guys about something because a lot of you, not all of you, but a lot of you are being duped. Fake news. Okay, not fake news, but fake Randonauticas. I have gotten to the point in my journey of doing Randonautica, of making Randonautica videos on YouTube, that I feel like there's just this thing I need to address. So let me start out by saying that the Randonautica app has actually been around for a while, but it obviously more recently came into popularity because over the summer, or kind of like spring of 2020, is when it became famous on TikTok because teenagers were using it and saying that they found dead bodies or that they were led to crime scenes. And honestly, that's even how I found out about Randonautica. I didn't even know about the app until it kind of got publicized in the news, and I was like, oh, that sounds kind of interesting. I'm a weird person. I want to try that. But because Randonautica got so much notoriety or publicity for these kind of negative things, it took off on YouTube as being an app that people would use to, go to creepy locations. And here's the thing. Randonautica did not lead most of these people who are posting videos to the creepy abandoned place in their town that everyone knows about. A lot of people are wanting to post videos of themselves basically doing a paranormal investigation, but they're saying that the Randonautica app led them to this place. And it really bothers me because it's giving the Randonautica app kind of a bad reputation. Like I said, this app has been around, I think, for a couple years before it suddenly got all this publicity over the summer. And before the negative publicity happened, a lot of people used Randonautica just to explore their world. That's the whole point of Randonautica. If you read the description of it, the whole point of it is to help you to interact with your worlds and your reality in a way that you might have missed before. In one of my earlier videos, I had a commenter say that it's about breaking the matrix, and I actually really liked that. Because what you'll often find when you do a Randonautica adventure is that sometimes you're led to a spot and it's not totally clear or apparent why that location has to do with the intention that you set. But if you are a YouTuber and you want to get more views and get tons of attention, you obviously need to film stuff that's really interesting to people and is really scary and ups the ante and all this stuff. So if a lot of these YouTubers were truly just using the app, they're sometimes led to places that are not that interesting. I know in some of my videos, my very, very first Randonautica video, I was led to kind of a point in the middle of this sort of deserty area, and I didn't understand how did that correlate to my intention. But a lot of people have this kind of false idea that no one's going to pay attention to them. They're not going to get the views they need if they don't somehow cultivate some sort of big image for themselves. So they lie. They say, oh, the Randonautica app led me to this place. But really, it's just that they knew that place was there and they just wanted to go there and do a paranormal investigation for you. But they knew that you wouldn't click on their video if they didn't put the Randonautica title in the video. So again, part of me is a little bit conflicted because I don't want to hate on anyone for trying to get more views on YouTube. I understand that it's hard. It's a big platform now. There's tons of us out there, myself included. I'm also trying to, get my videos seen. But the thing that bothers me is that the Randonautica app is now getting this bad reputation that it's somehow an app that's linked to evil, or that it's always going to lead you to something creepy and all this stuff. That's not to say that you can't have a creepy intention and then have a creepy experience with the Randonautica app. I've also done that in my videos because I too enjoy a little paranormal investigating and, doing things that are a little bit creepy. I enjoy it, and I also know that you guys enjoy watching me freak myself out. So I'm not hating on the creepiness. I'm hating on the lying to viewers about the Randonautica app leading you to places that it clearly hasn't led you to. You just wanted to go there. And then perpetuating this idea that the Randonautica app is somehow an evil thing. I've said this before in my videos, and I will say it again. The Randonautica app truly is neutral. I really believe that it's a neutral channel, and you, the intention maker, pointing to myself, but I'm saying you are the one who is not neutral. You are the one that has an intention. You are the one who has this energy vibe going on. And the Randonautica app, I truly believe, picks up on that. And what's amazing about the app is it truly picks up on your intentions in a way that is so personal to you. Like, for example, if your intention was love, that's kind of vague, but if your intention was love and you use the Randonautica app, often the app will send you to a point or an area that is personally correlated to your own history or your own experience of love, that if someone else was using the app and had the intention of love, they might not be sent to that place, if that makes sense. So it's really an amazing app, and it helps you experience yourself. It helps you experience the world in a way that you might not have ever considered before. I know for me, when I've used the app at home, it's led me to places in my own area that like maybe I've been by a million times, or that I just didn't even know was there, even though I assume I know everything about the area that I live in. But it'll lead me to places, and I really do see where I live and then also my world in just a different way. And that is the true purpose of the app, is to see reality differently, to interact with your surroundings differently, and also to understand that there's usually more than meets the eye about a lot of places that you are around. And also, I'll say that because the Randonautica app is trying to get you to experience your life differently, it will often not send you to a place that's super obvious. So these people who are not being 100% truthful and saying that, oh, the Randonautica app led me to like the creepiest place in my town, like normally the Randonautica app will actually try to send you someplace different that you didn't think was the creepiest place in your town, like a place you had never thought of. The app will often surprise you to see your reality differently, just to do things differently. What is this crazy hair that I have? My hair grows in such weird ways. I got this like long, what is this? So anyway, I just had to rant about that because I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to hate on people that are trying to get more views. Like, I think, you know, do what you got to do, I guess. But ultimately, if you are a YouTuber that's trying to gain views through using the Randonautica app, your viewers are not going to trust you, and it's going to show that you're kind of like putting on a fake persona or like doing fake things. And ultimately, your audience might not really trust you if that's your game. The one last thing I'll say, and then I actually want to do a Randonautica in this video, but the one last thing I'll say is that often if I want to be in a specific location that's either creepy or somehow meaningful to me, I will start in that location. So I won't say, oh, the Randonautica app led me to this thing. I will start at the place that is creepy. Like when I went to the abandoned mental hospital, I said, like, I'm going to start here and then use the Randonautica app while I'm there and then see where it leads me. So that's something that you can do if you want to make YouTube videos and you want to be around like a creepy location, but you don't want to lie and say that the app led you there. You can start there, and then often a thing that I'll do is I'll say an intention that's linked to the place that I'm at. So, for example, when I was at the old mental hospital place, I said my intention is to get more information about this place or about the history of this land, and then see where I'm led based on that intention from there. Or you could just not make creepy Randonautica videos. I know there's maybe a false assumption that people don't want to watch the videos that aren't as creepy, but I beg to differ. So anyway, I just had to say that because I feel like a lot of viewers might be getting duped. Oh, I have one more thing to say. Another thing that I have a little bit of a bone to pick with is that I've gotten a few comments on my videos, not very many, but like a couple, where people are mad that I didn't go to the like exact point of my Randonautica. Like I'll get like maybe 20 feet near it, but then either there's woods or there's water and I can't get to the point, and I'll just say, okay, I'm good. I got the intention fulfilled. I'm good. But there are some people that have this wrongful assumption that like you must go to the exact point, and if you don't go, you're like a Randonautica loser. And that is also not the whole point of Randonautica, is to have this experience. And a lot of times just trying to get to the point is the experience that the Randonautica app wanted to give you. It's not about the point itself. It's about your experience, your perception changing, you learning something new about your environment, about your reality, you seeing things differently, you experiencing something different. It's not about going to a specific point. Obviously, if you can get really close to the point, you know, maybe the energy will be heightened there. So that's why we want to try to get as close as we can. But also if things feel unsafe, or if like, you just can't get to the point because of water or whatever, then like, yeah, then good. You're fine. Just move on with your life. Whew. Okay, so with that said, I've got that off my chest. Now you guys are smarter. I think a lot of you were already smart because I could tell from the way you were interacting with my videos that you already know that some of these other very like overly creepified Randonautica videos are a little too much and maybe not real. Not to say they aren't entertaining. I mean, maybe some of them are, but probably they're entertaining because they were kind of curated that way. Like the people probably went there first and like either planted stuff or they made noises or they did stuff, and you know, sometimes that makes for good videos. I mean, I feel like that's every paranormal TV show, which sometimes I enjoy watching, but I also know that a lot of the times they're not real. So with that being said, I've sat in the car long enough. It's getting kind of hot. I want to pull out my phone and do a little bit of a Randonautica. But as we know, the Randonautica app itself, the original app that's like probably the most accurate, has been kind of messing up for a while. It was working for a bit. Like last week I got it to work in a video that I did in Rhode Island. But now, okay, first I'm gonna show you my screen because this is the original Focus. That's the original Randonautica app. This is the knockoff version I've been using that's called Randonaut Location Generator. And I believe that it only works for iPhones. I don't think it's available for Android, so I'm very sorry if you have an Android, but maybe they fixed that. Maybe it's available for Android now, I'm not sure. But I don't think the Randonaut Location app generator or whatever is that good anyway, but I'm gonna have to use it today. But I'm going to live show you. I'm going to click on the original Randonautica app. Let's just see what it does. Because I think it, yep, that's it. So it opens and it tries to like do its thing, and then it just goes to the white screen of death, and that's all it gives us. So they're still doing updates. I think they tried to be online for a bit where you could do an attractor and void, but it was very, very different. And obviously they've had to like change some things, and it's still not ready. I am super excited to see what kind of updates they make to it though, and just like try it out. So anyway, we are gonna do the Randonaut Location Generator. So I'm gonna click on that one. This is what it looks like when you click on it. And then it shows you your location. It uses like Google Maps. It's like a very, very simple version of Randonautica. But I've had very mixed luck with this app. The first time I used it, I actually was impressed. I thought it sent me to places that were very obviously linked to my intention, and I was impressed. But then I used it later and it was pissing me off. It does this thing where you can only do 2 points, and then it will like not let you do anything for 30 minutes unless you like buy their subscription, which I'm not gonna do. It also has a lot of ads, which I don't like. And the points it sent me to were both in the water. They were useless to me, and I wasn't very impressed. But we're gonna try it again today, and maybe our luck will change. So I have the app open. I'm gonna hit Randonaut. That's like the only thing to hit anyway. I usually pick an attractor, so it pulls that up, and so I'm just gonna hit attractor. How far do we wanna go? It's in meters, 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. Let's go with 3,000. Temporal is always how I have it like do its point thing, and we're just gonna do 1 point. Oh shoot, I haven't thought of an intention. Let's keep it pretty simple today. I'm gonna go with the intention of play. Like I wanna find playfulness. We're just gonna keep it simple, play. So that could be a lot of things. So my intention is play. Start, play, 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 play. Okay, then it shows you an ad because of that. And just to be clear, the original Randonautica app does not show you ads. Okay, I don't know what this is, but this is where it wants to send me. Again, it's very simple. It doesn't have, oh my gosh, focus. It doesn't have all the other stuff that the other app has, but okay, you can't really see that, but let me just navigate there and Google and see like where this is. Oh, weird. This point is like in the middle of the CU Boulder campus. Context, I'm in Boulder, Colorado. So, wow. But it's like on the green. You know, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, I won't say, I should just stop and just drive there and film, and then you guys can see. Okay, the state of my windshield is embarrassing. I still have a lot of dead bugs since my cross-country trip, so just ignore that. Just look at the road, look at the pretty mountains. Don't look at the dead bugs. So in talking about dead bugs, I missed my turn, but here we are. So it's led me to basically like the parking lot of a part of the CU campus that is like the science-y, telescope-y area. And I've always known about this area, but I haven't spent a lot of time here. Okay, what is going on? I guess I have to park. And the spot is like right off of this parking lot. So there's the, you can kind of see it, like this telescope building is right there, and the point I think is right near it. So let's park and see what's going on. Okay, I just parked. You can see we're over here. It thinks you can drive over there, but you can't. That's why it's showing like, oh, drive down that road, but you actually cannot drive down there. So I'm gonna get out and walk. We're pretty close though. It's just on the other side of this little pond I'm in front of. And it really is like this building right off the road that I thought we were parked in front of, but we're actually a little farther, but still very close. So we are at the Center for Astrophysics and Space Astronomy. I sometimes feel, well, I feel self-conscious filming a lot when I'm out in public doing Randonautica videos, as also some wonderful commenters have mentioned how fearful I am. But whenever I'm at like kind of like a government building, like this place to me feels kind of like a government building, even though it's a part of CU, but it feels like official. I get kind of extra nervous about filming because you never know like what people might freak out about if you're filming near them. So anyway, this is where we need to go, down this little path, and yeah, we'll see what's down there. I thought this was a turtle. It is just a floating piece of bark. Okay, I'm getting excited because I can see where the point basically is, and it's like some sort of field, like some sort of maybe like a baseball field or something. And I just love when that happens, where you're sent to somewhere that's like such an obvious like match for your intention, because my intention was play, and to be sent to like a field is like so aligned. It's so cool. Okay, just how amazing is this? So actually it has my little dot there. I think it thinks I'm farther away than I actually am, but like look at that, and then look at this. This is like this cool baseball field thing. There's like people working out over there. I also genuinely didn't know that was there. Like I've never been in this part of town. Again, like it's on the CU campus. It's like a place I've never had like a reason to go. So I just think that's also really cool. I'm not gonna go just to piss off the people that are like, go to the point. I'm not gonna go like on the field, but because I get the point. I get like, I have been sent to this cool like science telescope place, and there's like a ball field right next to it. And I feel like the kind of the telescope thing also kind of plays into this, because I feel like this kind of science to me has always felt like the most playful kind of science, like studying astronomy and the stars and the universe. Like that feels like a very like play involved kind of science, more so than the others, at least for me. And again, these sorry, it was like, what the heck is that sound? The app will like specialize what you get based on like you personally. So this makes a lot of sense. This app, the knockoff app I'm talking about, might be back in my good graces, because that was a very good example of being sent to a place that very clearly has a link to your intention. And as I said before, sometimes the link to your intention is not always obvious. Like you get to a spot, especially if it's one that's kind of in the middle of nowhere, and you're just sort of like, why was I sent here? And usually it's that there's something unseen to the eye, especially if you're doing a creepy one. I've noticed that is I'll do a creepy intention and I'll be led to some place that seems like kind of in nature where I don't really, like I don't know what's going on there. And then I'll find out later that like a murder happened in that area, or like something weird happened in that area that like I didn't know about when I first was sent to the spot. So those are the things to kind of think about when you're doing Randonautica. Okay, so we back in the car. I think I'm not gonna do another Randonautica in this video, because I just have a feeling that with all of my rambling, it wasn't rambling, it was very coherent knowledge that you guys needed, or maybe just some of you needed, but I just needed to say it. So with all of that, I feel like this video probably is long enough at this point. But if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. It means so much to me. We have a really cool little community on my channel here. And I will definitely be making more Randonautica specific content coming up that will hopefully hit on a lot of different genres of like some creepy, but then also some other stuff. If you guys have any suggestions for intentions that you want me to follow, definitely let me know, because as you saw, like sometimes I have trouble like thinking of an intention. I'll be on the spot and I'll be like, I guess I'll just go with this. So yeah, I would love to get your suggestions of intentions you'd like me to follow, and then I will do them. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one.